This is 411 to 418 from Vergil's Aeneid, Book 6. And having been shown the golden branch, Charon has decided to let Aeneas and the Sibyl, very suddenly decided to let the Aeneas and the Sibyl onto his boat. So he approaches the riverbank, and then the other souls, the other spirits, which were sitting along the or through the long, literally ridges. You know, we know Yugum is a mountain ridge, but in a boat, what we're talking about are the troughs, or rather the seats, the benches. So they were sitting along or through the long benches. He deturbots them, so he sort of like pushes them off. He sort of drives them off, and he loosens the foros. And we've seen foros as doors, but here, because it's a boat, I think we mean the gangway or the plank. So he frees up, or he releases the plank. At the same time, he receives huge Aeneas in his alweus, in his boat. And under Aeneas's weight, the kumba groaned. And the kumba here is described as sutilis, so it means like stitched up. So sewn, having been sewn, this kumba, this boat, groaned, and full of cracks, full of leaks, it received a lot of swamp water. Finally, across the river, unharmed, safe, and that's nominative plural there, or excuse me, accusative plural, because we're describing both the seer and the man. So finally, across the river, he puts, right? So he lets both the seer and the man safely off in the informi, in the informi limo, so the sort of like unformed slime, shapeless or hideous mud, and in the gray grass there. Glauca, you might think of like glaucoma, right? Glaucoma, if you see an eye that has glaucoma, it's gray, and that's where that comes from. So the gray grass there. So of course the first thing that they see when they start entering the underworld here after the river Styx is Cerberus, right? So Cerberus, these, we're not really sure what these are, and we know Cerberus is ingens, he's huge. He's got a bark, and it's ablative, so with a bark, and then we get regna, so haec regna, so this kingdom, really these kingdoms, but we know that that's plural for singular, this kingdom. And then we get latratu trifalci, so with a three-throated bark, huge Cerberus, verbs, whatever the verb is, this kingdom, and personat is your verb. So he resounds through, he fills with sound. So Cerberus, huge Cerberus, fills this kingdom with sound with his three-throated bark. Reclining there, immense, in the antro that's adverso, in the cave opposite them, facing them.